I'm Sonia and I help people take their power back. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching with me or you want to support my channel, the link is in the description below to my Ko-Fi page. All right, in this video, I want to talk about affirmations, using different affirmations, why we're using affirmations. This came from a comment, so I'm going to read that as well. And I'm also probably going to talk about how you have to remember you create the rules and you have always been manifesting. So the comment was, what is your experience with repeating affirmations or thinking many different thoughts that all imply the same desire throughout the day? I catch myself wondering if I have to just robotically affirm just this one affirmation for each specific desire. Here's an example of what many affirmations I'm referring to. I'm rich. I'm so rich. I'm rich as fuck. I'm rich as hell. My income is growing rapidly. I'm wealthy. I make $1,000 a day. I'm a millionaire, etc. So first off, the reason you are affirming is to change your current mindset, to change your thoughts. When you have a thought that you're like, I don't have the money, what am I going to do? I have plenty of money, right? That is why you're affirming. The affirmations are your new thoughts. So it is not the act of perfectly robotically affirming one affirmation or the other that is what is manifesting. The reason that you are affirming is to take your focus off of what you don't want and put it on what you do want. So for some people, it's easier to use one affirmation. For other people, it's easier to use a lot of affirmations. For me, when I was first getting into this, I had so many things and so many desires and so much stuff I was trying to change. Like having multiple affirmations for each desire was a lot. I couldn't remember my affirmations when I needed them. So it worked better for me personally to just have one affirmation, because it was like, yeah, that's the go-to, right? It's like, something easy for me to pick up in the moment when I needed to shift from this to this. As I have affirmed more and gotten more a hold of my mindset and am more aware of my thoughts, now I don't even really think of it as like this affirmation or that affirmation. I do more of what you're doing. Just whatever thought comes into my head that is not the thought I don't want is working. This also comes down to what you think is going to work. However manifestation works for you is how it works for you. You make the rules. As far as which affirmation is going to be better or worse, it's not about the wording of the affirmation. It's about making sure that you are not thinking the thoughts that you don't want to be true, right? Telling yourself that you don't have the money and all that stuff is one state. All of these affirmations about having a lot of money is a different state, right? So as long as you are thinking from the state that you want to be in, meaning that you have a lot of money, how you word it is not affecting your manifestation. It's like I said, what's easier for you? Is it easier for you to have like one affirmation that's just like I kind of look at it as a blanket affirmation. So for money, if yours was just like I'm so rich is your go-to. So whenever you're thinking those things about money that you're like, I don't want that to be true anymore, you're just, no, I'm so rich. I'm so rich. If I'm so rich, nothing else, none of this is a problem. Where I may add some is if you notice that you have specific thoughts that keep coming up, where it's like that thought keeps coming up and my brain needs an answer for it, and I'm so rich is not covering that. Let me know if that makes sense. But just like, so if you're let's just say like your big thing is a specific or everyone always gets to do everything and I never get to do things because I don't have the money. Let's say like that is the thought that comes up. Like everyone else gets to do shit. I can't do shit because I don't have money. And you're like, I'm so rich for some reason just doesn't cover that. Then maybe add to what you're thinking. I always have the money to do whatever I want, if that makes sense. But as far as telling yourself, as long as you are telling yourself that you have money and that things are the way you want them to be, how you word it doesn't matter, as long as it is in Jackson, as long as it is in quote unquote alignment with what you want, and all of those are telling yourself basically the same thing. So don't worry about it being just one affirmation or many affirmations. Remember that it's what is easiest for you. How does your brain work? Become your own little science project, because that is where, like I was saying, you've always been manifesting. Your thoughts have always been manifesting. You have always been thinking. Now, this is why in Create Your Manifestation Lifestyle, I have you pay attention to how you think. Not just what you're thinking, but how you're thinking. Because that is going to give you an idea of what kind of techniques are going to be best for you, right? But if that works for you to just have a bunch of different things that all mean the same thing, you're doing it perfectly. But tell yourself you're doing it perfectly, because at the end of the day, you're the only one who can tell yourself that you're doing it wrong. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, check out Create Your Manifestation Lifestyle down below. It's here on YouTube. And be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Love and light.